Real life. Real stories. Let's see what's trending in Indianapolis. This is Paul Poteet on The Edge.
Oh, we have a happy Paul here today. Look.
That music gets me going. It picks me up and makes my workday go faster.
See, we're here to give you a lift. Every Wednesday. That's honestly part of why we were doing it, just to see you smile.
Just to make Paul happy.
Yep. Thank you. I've made a lot of money over the years just by smiling vacantly into a camera. So it's nice to know I still have it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, you got that vacant stare down.
Nailed it.
Wow, okay.
Think back. This first story just blows my mind. Now think back. One of you won't have to think back as farther as the other one of you, but think back to when you were 10 years old.
Okay.
How old do you think I am?
Well,
one does not ask those questions.
That's right. As I say, two of us here in the segment are going to have to think back a little bit further to get there. And I can't even. So let's see. It's 1973. I'm watching, I don't know, the Mod Squad and the Brady Bunch. I never helped my mom deliver a baby at that point in my life.
I can safely say I did not either.
Would you have had, so that's the question to ask, during this story is, would you have been like this 10-year-old Louisiana boy who helped his mom deliver baby brother?
No.
Okay. By the way, don't you still capitalize the M in mom? Not to get off track here, but look at that website.
Now this is new age journalism. Unfortunately, it's not new age new media delivery because we have a flash video there. But tell us the story. This is crazy.
Well, I'll tell you, because of the flash video, I'll tell you the story. His mom says, "I'm so proud of him. I don't think he understands how big this is. He saved me and his brother's life." She didn't realize that she was in labor until she went to the restroom and saw her baby's feet hanging out.
No.
We're in so much of a wrong place already.
I mean,
I just have like a Monty Python scene going through my head. Get that, Deirdre!
Mrs. P, the first time around, we had just gotten to finish with the last Lamaze class, and we're driving home, and she starts to feel, and even then, we panicked. I mean, that was so she knew, even though it was like a couple of weeks early, she knew something was up, and then we get to the hospital, with a couple of hours to spare. I mean, to get to the point where
you have no knowledge until you're going to the restroom.
What?
So that's the first super weirdness. Now, the next super weirdness in this story is,
I think you would agree that, any mom at this point is going to be kind of traumatized, but then her son gets involved. Her son, Jaden.
She drags the firstborn into it.
It doesn't say how he found out. Maybe if she, yelled out help or whatever, but he ran to his grandmother's house to call 911.
That's good.
And 10-year-old kid. And when he came back, his mom said he calmly asked her what he needed to do. That is a 10-year-old man.
Yeah.
What do you need here? It's like your son is MacGyver.
I got this. What do you need?
I got this. What do you? Hang on. I got tools in the garage. I'll be right back. Her son is like Tim Allen. So the mom's quote is, "I just had to pull him by his legs, not hard, gently, until he came out. I was just hoping I didn't hurt him when I was pulling." Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the boy, not the mom. She's probably a little too busy to be doing this. But the boy, the 10-year-old boy's quote is, "I just had to pull him by his legs, not hard, gently, until he came out. I was just hoping I didn't hurt him when I was pulling him out," the young hero said. And this, it's weird and it's kind of funny, but it's serious too. Doctors say if he hadn't stepped in, his brother would have died, and his mom might have bled out during delivery. How about that if you're a 10-year-old boy?
No pressure there.
No pressure at all. That's why I say he's like MacGyver or something. And I think back to when I was 10 years old. No way. Unless you just, unless you, if you're in the moment and you have the adrenaline, maybe something comes over. You think he's going to need some therapy?
Yes.
I think you forget it. I think something.
How? I don't.
That's going to be a complete memory block of the event. But just think of how he's going to laud this over his baby brother year after year after year. You know, you wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's interesting too. When you love to see a follow-up story with these guys, like 20 years from now, because you know how brothers can be.
Brother 10 years younger, assaults and maims older brother in Thanksgiving dinner feud. I mean,
you wouldn't even. I mean, you could literally tell him you wouldn't even be here. And then he's going to say, because kids these days, picture it didn't happen, big brother. That's what he's going to say.
No.
Okay.
And he's going to say, well, I've got this flash video. I could show you.
We're going to walk away from this story now.
Slowly. Yes. Slowly. Well, I'm glad you used the term walk away,
There
Aaron.
you go.
Because very good segue. This guy tried to walk away from prison in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
You do your time. It's like a movie. You're doing your time, and they're walking you out. And it is like a movie because I guess this guy, whose name is Marcus Colon, didn't experience even a minute of freedom. The Stamford, Connecticut man didn't get out the front door of the Bridgeport, Connecticut Correctional Center. He had completed a 9-month stay behind bars for a larceny conviction.
Yeah.
A corrections officer is escorting him to the front door. There you go. There's the door. And on the other side of that, you're done. You're free. The corrections officer said, don't come back, So this is like a movie, it's like, hey, let's be careful.
I don't want to see you back here again. Yeah.
All he says is, don't come back. Colin turns around, punches him out. This close.
Oh.
This close. Here's your dude.
Oh, my Lord. So he
Parting shot earns man a prison cell. Again, I wonder if they gave him the same cell.
Oh, my gosh.
How long is he in there for now?
It doesn't say that, but I would imagine probably even longer than the time before. Surely. He was charged with interfering with an officer, assault on a public safety officer, breach of peace, and disorderly conduct. That's got to be more than 9 months, right? So you've compounded your larceny.
Yep.
At that point.
Oh, my gosh. He wasn't. So I got to go with this because it's right in front of me. I mean, he has to change his name to an exclamation point as opposed to colon. Because he did it. He punctuated his prison sentence right there, didn't he? See?
Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Very good. There you go. Got it.
But it was right there.
Yeah, it was like it was staring you in the face, kind of.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the listeners and watchers. That was a dad joke right there.
It surely was.
If his middle name is Semi, then I'm going to shut this show down right now. Yeah. So Marcus, back at it, Mr. Colon. And we'll finish up with a Reddit little thread that somebody brought to my attention that I just thought would be an interesting question for you around the Edge studios. What is a common breach of etiquette that annoys you?
Oh, gee. Do I have to pick just one?
A common breach of etiquette. I'm going to go back to the conversation I had with my child. I'm actually putting together a cell phone etiquette contract. For my entire family. And one of the things is don't ask me to do something on your device when I'm literally driving the car.
Well, yeah. I mean, some of these are not just etiquette. It just seems like
safety.
Yeah, or just common sense.
Dad, can you unlock your phone today? I say, look, hands are on the wheel.
And they're asking you to do that while you're driving. Well, it's funny because all of the technology we have now does seem to open up a whole new, world of etiquette. And that was one of the things people, on their cell phones in the, theater that, you can't, if you're paying to watch a movie, why would you want to be on your phone? I don't really ever get that either. Some of these, though, I just can't believe having someone in the cubicle next to me or near me at work clipping their finger and toenails.
Nope.
Can you do that at your place? Who does that?
We have a trough. It's literally a Friday trough where we all get our fingernails and toenails. It's like a clipping frenzy here.
No.
It's a shared experience.
It's like at the Speedway. It's a trough like that is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine seeing. I think my face would melt off and I would just morph into a puddle.
Just that sound, that clicking, sound.
No.
Lack of the use of please, thank you, excuse me, not covering your mouth in a cough or sneeze. I mean, this all just sounds like common sense. And here's one that I don't know, it doesn't bother me as much, but I have heard people say this many times. People making loud smacking noises when they eat,
Ugh.
Stuff like that. And as the parent of 2 kids who were boys, you can imagine what that sounded like, when they were teenagers.
Absolutely.
So I guess I could, using speakerphone in restaurants, not blocking someone in a store or on a sidewalk, failing to notice that a line is formed, barging out to the front, interrupting an employee who's helping another customer. I guess we've all done that. Or like if you're at a department store or wherever, some retail outlet, and they answer the phone and spend, all the time on the phone instead of you who took the, time to come visit them in person. So some little breaches of etiquette.
Well, there's a lot of technology references in this Reddit. And I mean, that's the thing is that etiquette really hasn't been defined completely inside of the tech use, and I think we're all kind of subject to this regularly, and there needs to be a bit of a line defined of, okay, you don't bring your cell phones into a meeting, you don't
Church.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, I know. I don't know how many times. Yeah, we've been sitting in church, and you'll hear, all of a sudden, and there's no, it's not a sign from above. It's a sign.
Those aren't angels getting their wings.
It's not him calling.
It's someone's purse, that they're going to be rifling around then in the pew for the next 20 seconds. So yeah, I know. What you can't. I guess it's the FOMO, the fear of missing out. People can't just leave it behind for an hour and a half or whatever.
Paul,
Technology.
that is an entire conversation.
Yeah, I know. That's a whole
Another
different
day.
deal. Yes, we'll see you in another day for something like that.
That's more
Right now, I'm just going to walk out on you, though, in a breach of video etiquette. I'm just going to leave you right in the middle of your show right now.
Wow. Well, don't leave me before you give us. We're actually going to do something else today. We're going to actually let Brittany take on.
I decided. She said, it's fun to have you on the show or whatever, but could I be the weather person?
Yep.
And so now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take the big step of putting up my forecast, but having a civilian describe it. Okay. Are you ready for this, B?
I'm ready. I
right,
was
B.
born to do this.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Paul, and we'll catch you next week.
I'm just going to sit back and watch here in Studio B.
With crossed arms and judgment. Look at that.
Don't you judge me, Paul.
Fantastic. Take it away, B.
Looks to me like rain chances will continue through this evening. And did you know that we gained over an inch of rain yesterday? That is the most we've had since July 11th. Periods of showers will return for parts of Friday and Saturday. Sorry about that. Temperatures will remain a little below average in the foreseeable future, but all in all, according to my eye, not too shabby.